Hi students, last time we saw the lesson in the kingdom of fools till where the foolish king and his minister fall into the trap set by the guru. Eventually, let's see what happened to the king, the foolish king and his minister. So the king was now thrown into deep thought after hearing the words of the guru. He was thrown into a deep thought. He didn't want to lose the kingdom to someone else in the next round of life. Even in the next life, he didn't want to lose his kingdom. So he needed some time to think. So he ordered the execution postponed. Postponed means extended to the next day, and talked in secret with his minister. It's not right for us to give over the kingdom to others in the next life. It's not good for us to just give up our kingdom even in the next life. Let's go on the stake ourselves. So the king says, let us die in order to possess, in order to be the king and minister even in the next life, and will be born as king and minister again. Holy men do not tell lies, he said, and the minister agreed. Usually, holy people, sannyasis, don't tell lies, so their words are true. Let us do this, and in order to become the king and the minister in our next life. So he told the executioners means those appointed people to punish, to execute the punishment. Executioners, we will send the criminals tonight. When the first man comes to you, put him to death first. Then do the same to the second man. Those are my orders. Don't make any mistake. Okay, this is the order from the king to the executioners. So what happens next? That night, the king and his minister went secretly to the prison, released the guru and the disciple, disguised themselves. Disguised means change their appearance to be like the guru and the disciple, disguised themselves as the two, and as arranged beforehand with loyal servants. He had already told the executioners, so he had already arranged them, were taken to the stake and promptly executed. Soon they were executed. So what happened next? When the bodies were taken down to be thrown to crows and vultures, the people panicked. They got confused. They got frightened by looking at the body. They saw before them the dead bodies of the king and the minister. The city was in confusion because they lost their king and the minister, so they were confused what to do next. All night they mourned and discussed the future of the kingdom. Some people suddenly thought of the guru and the disciple and caught up with them as they were preparing to leave. Okay, the guru and the disciples were preparing to leave the town unnoticed without the notice of anyone. So they caught those two people and they asked them to be their king and the minister. So we people need a king and a minister, said someone. Others agreed, yeah, we need. They begged the guru and the disciple to be their king and their minister. It didn't take many arguments to persuade the disciple. To persuade means what? To make him understand, make him agree. Whereas it took longer to persuade the Guru. The Guru did not want to become the king because he didn't like to be king of the city, the foolish kingdom, because he has renounced everything. Okay, Guru, sannyasi, has renounced everything in order to follow the principles of God, whereas he wouldn't like the luxurious life or ordinary life that we people live. So they finally agreed to rule the kingdom of the foolish. The Guru as well as the disciple finally agreed to rule the kingdom of the foolish king and the silly minister, on the condition, there was one condition, that they could change all the old laws. From then on, night would again be night and day would again be day, and you could get nothing for the do. It became like any other place. So they made everything normal, as it was abnormal earlier. Now they made everything normal. This is the concept of the entire lesson, and about the kingdom of fools, how it got changed by the wisdom of the Guru. There is any doubts, you are most welcome to ask in the class. Thank you.